In this video, we're going to be doing a declutter and clean with me. Being that the kitchen is the hub for most families, the kitchen can be a hot mess. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my best tips for you and explain how I do my routine on a daily basis so that I can keep the chaos of the kitchen down. First things first, this is actually what I call my kitchen reset, and I do these multiple times a day depending on the day and the activities that we have for the day. Now, I have 3 kids and my youngest is currently at preschool, and so I have a limited amount of time to get this done while she's there before I have to pick her up. When it comes to managing my home, I found that taking a time inventory can actually help reduce the stress and the overwhelm so that you actually know how long a task is going to take you and you can defeat the procrastination monster. Because sometimes you just don't want to get it done, but we need to get it done. And it's also motivating when you know you only have like 30 minutes, right? So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually start decluttering, and I'm going to remove everything that does not belong in the kitchen and put it back in its home. When it comes to tackling the paper clutter, I keep a magazine file folder on my counter at all times. And this is something that I task myself to do on a weekly basis. I have to clean it out and file it and sort it. And then here, I'm actually just the piles that were there, I'm actually just putting those all the way in that magazine file because it's not my day to file and sort. Right now, I'm just putting it off and getting rid of the garbage. After we've gone ahead and we've decluttered and we've tidied and we've put all the dishes into the sink and we've put away anything that we're no longer using, then it's time to actually get to the cleaning part. And I'm always checking in on the time because I'm limited on the amount of time, so I need to make sure that I'm staying on task and not getting caught up in the other little details. I keep it simple by making sure that I'm just using a basic multi-purpose cleaner or whatever favorite cleaner you have depending on the types of counters that you have, and I like to use microfiber cloths. They're just the easiest to clean, and majority of them that I buy are usually the ones that will kill 99% of the bacteria or don't even require any kind of cleaner, so I can actually just wipe with water. It just makes it simple, and that's the goal. You just want to make everything as simple as possible. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to wipe down all of our surfaces. And it's important you want to wipe all your surfaces before you do anything on the floor, because that way if there's any crumbs or any of that yuck stuff, it can fall on the floor and you can go ahead and get it right at the end. Now, since this is not a deep clean, I'm not going to be putting any protectant on top of the counters or anything like that. I can do that during the end of the day or sometimes once a week. It depends on how bad the counters are. But I do want to make sure that I remove all the items from all of the surfaces and make sure that I give it a good clean sweep so that there's no crumbs and no leftover residue from anything that I've cooked or anything that the kids and I were messing with, to make sure that the counters are clean and ready to go. And then I go ahead and I wipe down my stove, the outside of my microwave. This is not a deep clean, this is just a reset so that it's not messy and gross when you want to go ahead and start and cook again, say for lunch and for dinner. Something that's very important in reducing the overwhelm and the mess is making sure that we stay on top of our dishes. So I recommend doing them multiple times a day if you can and have the time, otherwise at least once a night. If you have a dishwasher, make sure that you're loading your dishwasher at night, running it, and so that way when you wake up in the morning, you just have fresh, clean dishes and your kitchen feels so much better. There's nothing like waking up to a clean kitchen ready to go. All right, so the final step here is actually loading and unloading the dishwasher. And if you remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about taking a time inventory. The time inventory is helpful so that you know exactly how long it's going to take you to get a task done so that you can stay on task and help avoid the procrastination. So I am going to check my time here, but I probably have about 10 minutes left. Let's see what time it is. It's 11:15, so I actually have 5 minutes left, but I might go over just a few minutes. So I already loaded the dishwasher, it's ready loaded and going. Now I just have to finish these last bulky pieces that don't fit in the dishwasher or that can't go in there. And then I need to sweep the floor in the kitchen. Honestly, what actually took me a little bit more time was making sure that I could adjust the camera for you guys so you could see what I was doing. And like that extra minute or two literally was throwing off my game. But I hope this is really motivational for you guys and it helps you guys, especially if you're struggling and trying to figure out on how to get your tasks done and keep up with the kitchen and the dishes and kids and life. This is what I'm all about. And so I love doing this. I love sharing my tips. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, let me know, because I just would love to hear what you want in the comments. So here I'm checking the time. I literally am on time. Like I was supposed to be leaving right there, but I can't let it go. I have to go finish vacuuming. So I'm gonna vacuum up those last little bit of crumbs, and then we are going to head out. So my entire method is actually called Reclaim, and this is part of R, which is for reset. So I hope you enjoyed this motivation. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me below what would you like to see in the future. Thanks for joining, and thanks for watching. All right, we did it. We're gonna head out now into the weather. I don't think you see it, but go get the preschooler.